And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
Athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. In motion right here, Nelson. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nelson, the man in motion right. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Stafford here. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he's got Decker, left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. The big fella. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford. Right side, there's Decker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, spinning away and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
In motion right here, Nelson. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. In motion left is Cobb. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right? You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now. To throw on second down is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Decker. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield. He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. I don't think so either. I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going. because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
319.
Cobb goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Nelson, the man in motion right. 10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ryan Matthews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
59. Here we go. Blue 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. In motion right here, Nelson. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Jamal Agnew, the rookie out of San Diego. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion left is Cobb. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his target, it's Cobb. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Defense showing blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they've put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The play clock's running down. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hansen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. The Giants have moved out in front in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
319! 358!
They fake the give. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Fresh set of downs here.
Come on, let's go! What?
Adams, the man in motion left. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, what a move. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Panthers definitely thinking upset. They lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On second down, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now it's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Stafford now on second down. To Decker over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off the bootleg. Stafford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Shift together here from the D-line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to maneuver. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Strong left. Here we go.
This is Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2 minutes?
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Lions on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 41-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperate, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Green Bay, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for. The laughs. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.